Life. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know my rap, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Friendships.
I love beer and cheese. All right, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight? Today we're from this world.
I love beer and cheese too.
All right, yeah. All right, so we. So today we got another beer and cheese, of course, and we got cream ale, Belgian IPA, or any amber ale, no matter what it was there. American cheese, Colby Jack, or any cheese style starting with G. Cool. And well, I have a great panel again for you guys. Welcome in and cheers to you all. East Coast LQ Reviews.
Yeah.
Bumpy Road Brews.
Cheers.
Miscellaneous Beer Reviews.
Cheers, guys.
And Beer Man here. All right. And so it's up in the back. If anyone in the back has this and you want to show up on the panel, you're more than happy to be here. More than happy to have you here. First of all, I want to say thank you to the chat also for being here. We got Kabakos Carlos. Cheers to you. Hi there, my friend. Cheryl Crawford. Cheers to you. Good day, mate. All right. Good day. Cheers. All right. So let's go and see if these work today for us. Hopefully they will. We'll find out. We are going to bring up Tanner first. All right.
All right. So the cheese I got, this is the Stop and Shop brand. It's the Colby Jack. It says Colby and Monterey Jack cheeses.
Nice.
So cut some nice slices. Looks pretty good. We'll say. Not bad. And then for the beer, this is Flying Dog Raging Bitch IPA. It's a Belgian IPA. Belgian IPA, 8.3% ABV. I think it was like 12 and change for a 6-pack. Not bad, 8.3%. It says for optimal freshness. Enjoy by 10, 12, 22. It's still fresh. Let's crack this open.
Very nice.
All right. Like I said, I don't even know if maybe I have. I don't know if I've had a Belgian IPA before. I probably have and just didn't realize it was one. All right. Clear copper color, off-white head, kind of going towards like a khaki colored head. Looks like it's dissipating pretty quick. Nice effervescence in there. It's got a little bit of like a chilled haze on the glass, but there's lots of bubbles. And yeah, looks good. Cheers, guys.
Nice. Cheers. Does look good.
Cheers.
All right. Thanks, Tanner. All right. Bumpy Road Brews.
All right. Coming to you from the great outdoors here in New Hampshire. my cheese. This is a double Gloucester with spring onion and chives. I got the cheese with the G. Gloucester.
All right.
Never even heard of it.
It's a product of the UK, and I believe in the UK they would call this a bumblefuck of cheese. Right there. So here you go, my little cluster of Gloucester. It's kind of a dry, crumbly type cheese, but it does stick to the knife, so there is a stickiness to it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I think.
Oh damn!
I have it in the wrapper. It's okay. It's good.
Dogs are waiting.
I think that this is a very familiar cheese. I just smelled it. I do think I've definitely had this one. I believe it was the night that Tanner came over.
Is it the French onion one?
French onion, French onion dip.
That aroma.
So the beer that I'm bringing, this is actually gifted to me from FLX Beer Reviews. So cheers to Dan and Mike. Thank you so much. Hopefully you watch this episode of Beer and Cheese so you can see what the hell I think of this cream ale. From hold on, one second.
Ravenous beasts.
It's a cream ale from Other Half Brewing Company out of different parts of New York, Brooklyn, New York, and another part of New York. And then I think they have a place in DC, and I think they have another brewery too, maybe. But this is their past and present series that they're doing, which they're just brewing kind of classic type styles versus doing what they're more known for. So very, very excited to try this one. It does come in at a whopping 5% ABV, which is appropriate for style. And the canned on date, well, this is about 2 months old in a week. 2 months and a week old. Whatever that comes up to for weeks. 9 weeks, I guess, would be about.
Yes.
There we go. Let's pour it. It's got a blue tab or whatever. I don't know what that means. I'm thinking, is blue the Finger Lakes region of New York? Is that what the blue is, or is that the green? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
Ask
a Dan.
Dan and Mike.
I think the blue is them, and then the black is
Brooklyn?
New York.
And then the green is DC.
I think so.
Something like that. Okay. It's a very beautiful blue.
Could be
Anyway.
wrong. I don't know.
This
Pretty sure.
is pouring like a cream ale. Hopefully I didn't just click something because I just touched my mouse. This is rocky white head. I don't expect that head to last. Very clear. Kind of a straw coloration. So a little bit gold, but straw and extremely, extremely clear with some good carbonation coming up. There is a bit of a haze to it, kind of like you'd if there's like a wheat or something kind of added to it, just kind of like a dirty haze, I'll call it, but it's fairly clear other than that. So there we go. Cheers.
Nice looking beer. Cheers, Bumpy. All right. Heck yeah. All right, Miscellaneous, you ready?
Yeah, man. Oh, let me adjust this. I'm so bright. That's better. All right. So yeah, cheese. I honestly took the easy route. I went with the American cheese. I had 3 American cheese slices. There's the cheese. Everybody's seen American cheese.
Yep.
Not like that though.
No, that's 3 slices. I told you. Bumpy's like, what are you going to do with 3 slices of cheese? Look at all that cheese. It's plenty. Who needs more than that?
That is quite a bit. Nicely up.
Yeah, and the beer I got is from New Belgium. Amber Ale. Fat Tire.
Yeah.
Going with the oldie but a goodie. 5.2%. I'm sure most people are familiar with this product. This was it. This was the only option when I hit the store. I was like, damn, he had 2 or 3 different cream ales last week.
Yeah.
Not at all. I really wanted to try that Due South one. Caramel cream ale.
Such a dependable beer, Fat Tire. It's always there.
It is. Thank God. So I might not have made it. Anyways, yeah, it's a nice. I turn my light down. My lighting's crappy in here. It's a little, I'd say, lighter than amber. But yeah, it's a little dark. Very clear beer. Very, very clear beer. Yeah, had about a finger, a light, fluffy, slightly soapy looking head. Yeah. That's what we got tonight, boys. Cheers.
Sweet. Cheers, man. Cheers, Miscellaneous. Thank you, man.
I don't know. I've never done the American. I wanted to do like the string cheese, like not string cheese, the cheese whiz.
Mm.
I think
American
it would be
cheese
like
whiz?
American cheese and
Cheese
something like
whiz?
a little bit malty. You know, I think it would work.
Yeah, the stuff that's made of plastic.
I'm sure this stuff is made out of plastic too. Because when you put the fire to it, I'm pretty sure it just turns black.
For some reason, that just sounds like a good mix, though, actually. I think it'll go well for you. Who knows? We'll find out. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Miscellaneous.
Cheers, bro.
Right. Cheers. Okay. So my cheese is a Gorgonzola. I went with a G as well. And it looks like snot. Or like little snot pockets of joy. It's really wet and really wet. Really creamy look. It feels creamy. When I cut it, it was kind of hard and creamy. It's got little like things in it. Green things. Ugh. It smells terrible. The beer I got was a cream ale from Bowie Beer Company out of Astoria. Their roof just fell down, so they're redoing everything over there. I don't know what the hell happened, but 5.7% for this cream. Very simple label. All their cans look the same, just different colors. And this was 8. Fuck, we're in the future. 5/16/22. Nice lawnmower looking beer. Golden. Nice effervescence. A little tornado whirlwind of carbonation going to the top. Nice finger head. Looks a little soapy on the sides. Puffy on the top with rockiness and all the good stuff. Looks nice. Good lacing. Smells like a cream ale. All right, so let's get back to East Coast Elk reviews. Cheers. All right.
All right, I'll just cut more teeth up. I'm gonna start with the beer first. I had a couple of pieces of cheese, so I'll talk about that in a second. The beer, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Personally, I'm getting kind of like a pine salt, chemically lemon, but I still get like a nice Belgian yeast, a little bit of like some spice and breadiness. Yeah, it's really like piney and slightly chemically with that fruity aroma. There's a little bit of like some like malty sweetness, possibly like some caramel malt or something. It smells pretty good. It smells besides that chemically note. Once you kind of get past that, and you get more of the like the Belgian side of it. For 8.3%, definitely no boozy ethanol alcohol aroma. But what the heck, I'm gonna dive into it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, I will say the palate is definitely a lot better than the aroma. There's a nice breadiness. It's actually medium bodied. A little bit of a boozy burn on the back end. A little bit of like a peppery spice hop finish. Where you get like that Belgian yeast, like that Belgian flavor. There's a little bit of like a citrusy note. Definitely caramel malt in the background as well. It has a decent bitterness. There's definitely a like a slight astringency. It's kind of dry, but the carbonation is about medium, so it does have like a slight crisp finish along with that bitterness. the astringency. I like it. It's not bad. I was kind of hoping there was a little bit more of like a more of an influence from the hops. It seems like I'm getting more of like the Belgian yeast and the malts rather than like the IPA hoppy, fruity side of the beer. But it's not bad. I know this was pretty popular when I used to work in the liquor store. There was a lot of people that used to buy this. I can definitely see the appeal. I do like the citrusy note. I just wish it was a little bit more prominent. And I could do without that like chemically pine sol like aroma. But once you get past that and you actually drink the beer, it's a lot better, I would say. But yeah, overall, I think the beer's pretty good. Probably have some more notes on that once I sip on a little bit more of the cheese. Now, definitely a soft cheese, very bendy. It doesn't really want to crack. Kind of have to pull it apart. A little oily in the hands. Definitely a nice looking color though. About even with the white to yellow ratio, I guess you could say. I will say the nuttiness and saltiness of, or that salinity of the cheese comes out. There's a little bit of a tang. Kind of has that that like creamy milky kind of aroma, but it's nothing too overpowering. It smells good. I like it. I like the aroma. So let's try the cheese. Cheesers, guys.
Cheesers.
Cheeser.
And cheese.
This is a pretty good blend of creamy / dry. I definitely think it's a little bit more on the creamy side. It's not overly salty. The salt note on the back end actually rounds it out pretty well. Kind of like the aroma, that nuttiness is very prominent. Just a little bit of tang. It's a good cheese. It's not super mind blowing. It's not this super crazy cheese, no flavor crystal stuff like that. But it's just an all around good cheese. I do enjoy it, and I like that it's kind of a good blend of creamy and slightly dry, and it's not overly salty because sometimes the saltiness in like these are like the cheaper brands, that saltiness I'm not really a huge fan of. But let's get a big chunk. And let's pair it with the beer. Let's see if it works out. So, cheesers, guys.
Cheesers again.
Make sure you chew before you swallow.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. Back to basics.
I will say, it's got mango. I'm not lying to you guys. I just got mango. Yeah, that cheese definitely just brought out a little bit more of the IPA side. Kind of calmed down the Belgian flavor. That was actually really good. Hold on. Yeah, definitely enhanced the hops and like the fruity. I didn't actually think that I was going to get any kind of like tropical flavor out of this. I thought it was just going to be super fruity, citrusy. Yeah, I totally just got mango with that. Kind of cuts back on the that Belgian like yeast, that breadiness. The nuttiness in the cheese works well with that little bit of that like peppery spice from the hops. It actually worked out really well. And I know I don't do it too often. I always forget to, but I'm gonna do the beer and then the cheese. So I'll do that right now. Cheese, guys.
Nice. Cheesers.
Cheesers.
kind of just I think it kind of just steamrolls over the flavor of the cheese. I think that Belgian yeast and like that peppery spice and bitterness kind of takes over the cheese flavor. Because like I said, this isn't like a super strong flavored cheese. I think the beer before the cheese is a little overpowering, but the cheese before the beer works really well in my opinion. So next time around, we'll have some scores. Cheers, guys.
Awesome. Cheers. I'm glad you got a Belgian IPA too. That's cool.
Cheers.
You know, got a diversity thing here. Cool.
Yeah. And I would have never knew that this was a Belgian IPA. I just went to Beer Advocate and started looking at it.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. Cool. Awesome. I like variety in a panel. Cheers, man. Cheers. All right, Bumpy.
All right. As you can see, I just poured the rest of my past and present cream ale. It's an American cream ale. I think all cream ales are American. I know I had to throw the American cream ale in there. Are there other cream ales? It's a question for the chat. Guys, look it up. See if there's other cream ales out there in other countries. Yeah, it's a beautiful looking beer. And the aromas on this. First thing I get is like a lemon zestiness to it. Which it's definitely new age American at that for like a cream ale. The hops are definitely present in this. Most of it's gonna be like the older kind of cream ale type stuff. Is hops aren't really like too big, so there's definitely a zesty lemon aroma to this. A little bit citrus, maybe a little bit of that like kind of orange type aroma as well. Underlying a little bit of malt sweetness. I'm going to go with breadiness. A little bit of a breadiness. It smells decent. It's more inviting than most cream ales. As far as, I mean, it's drawing you in with that kind of lemon and like orange, citrusy zestiness. All right. Cheers.
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 Cheers, Bumpy.
Oh, where is it? There you go.
Moment of
Light
truth.
body, medium carbonation. There's a hoppiness that kind of meets you right up front. It does have that kind of slight, kind of lemony note to it. But there's a lot of like biscuit and dough, like doughy breadiness. If you think of like a biscuit, like if you made biscuits, you put them in the oven and your oven doesn't cook quite right, like the backside's hotter than the front side, and you take your biscuits out when they're done and the backside's kind of like cooked, the front side's kind of doughy. It's got that kind of thing going for it. I'm about to sneeze. I've been perfectly fine all day, and now I'm gonna sneeze. This is horrible. All right, let's try to work through it. We're gonna try to work through this. I haven't had allergies in years. We're good. All right. I don't even have any Benadryl.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like I said, light body, kind of medium carbonation. It's crisp. It's drying a bit to the palate. It's a good play with that kind of biscuity and doughy note. Bit of that kind of lemon zestiness coming through. It might be a touch of floralness going into the finish on this one. The bitterness is present. It's there. I would say it is mildly bitter, but it definitely is more bitter than traditional cream ale, like Genesee or any other cream ale you might find out there in the market. Definitely, this one definitely has a bit more of a bitter punch to it. It is a slightly lingering bitterness, but it's not overly dominating any of the notes as far as the malt profile out of this. That biscuit doughy breadiness. Yeah, this is quite a nice cream ale. I'm not sure what the price is on it. That's the downfall. Cream ales are generally kind of bottom of the barrel type of brews. I mean, they're right there around the American adjunct lager. So I don't know. It's good though. This one is definitely a good cream ale. I'll be thinking of a score for it. Let's get to this cheese. This double Gloucester, Gloucester, however you want to pronounce it, depending what the country you're from. Yeah, so it's onion and it's spring onion and chives. I mean, that's kind of what you're getting. There's a cheesy note in there. Cheesy. It's an orange cheese type smell. It's like almost like a cheddar-esque type smell for the cheese itself, but there's a lot of that kind of onion and chive, which is just like another onion to me. I think chives are pretty much onions, right? Green onions.
It's not green onion.
Yeah.
Chives.
Pretty much. For the most
They're
part,
pretty similar, I think.
One's like a much larger version of the other one. Chives
Yeah,
are
they're
real
basically
small.
the same, like flavor and stuff like that.
Right.
I personally think. I mean, there may be somebody out there that can tell a difference.
We'll do an onion panel.
Green onions are easier to chop if you want like large scale, like circular things, and then chives are little tiny tidbits if you want little tiny like specks. All right,
exactly.
I'm gonna eat.
Cheers.
Jesus.
So even though when cutting this, it kind of flaked. It did have like kind of the flakiness when I was cutting. I kind of stuck the knife too. It definitely is a melty cheese. It smelts in your mouth. And it sticks to your fingers a little bit. This is not a cream cheese. This is not a cream cheese with the onion chive. This is, I'm going to go through it. It's got this bite. It's got a bite to it, kind of like a cheddar bite. But then it has this kind of pH drop sourness. And then you're picking up, of course, on the onion chive, which thrives pretty. It tastes like fresh cut onion chive type. If you're gonna put it in a meal, that's kind of. It tastes like it's freshly cut. So this is more like a sour cream and onion. Yeah, definitely sour cream and onion is the flavor note.
Nice.
It's nice. It's plenty good to eat on its own. Things. I mean, you could probably melt this down and obviously use like potato chips, dip it in sour cream and onion chips. You could put it on a burger. I'm sure that'd work. So it's kind of like one of those cheeses that I think can work in multiple facets. And let's just see how it mixes with this American cream ale, which has that lemon and kind of orange citrusy zestiness. Cheezers
again.
Cheezers again.
Good.
Honda.
Come by.
It was awesome. Red Lobster biscuits.
Cheddar Bay biscuits. Yeah.
Yes.
Shit. That's
kind of what it reminds me
That's
of.
amazing.
Yeah, this works awesome together. It's like biscuits with the beer. You're getting that kind of sour cream and that chiviness mixing in with it, and you just get that kind of bready, biscuity, doughy flavor. A little bit of a citrus zest, just spurting on top. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. At least that way. Let's drink. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Here's Bumpy.
A little fleck of that onion.
I think I've had that cheese. I've had a couple of those Gloucester cheese.
Yeah, it works wonderfully that way too. It's not quite that biscuity. Like it's not. It didn't like scream Red Lobster biscuit to me that way, but still, it works. You're getting that doughiness, that biscuit, that citrus vibe, and then you're eating the cheese, and you're kind of getting that kind of sour cream and onion thing going. Yeah, wonderful pairing.
Excellent.
Thank you to FLX for providing this beer. Try this beer. You guys can get this with this cheese.
Excellent.
Ford
Man.
Farm, double Gloucester, spring onion and chives.
Glad it worked. You got one that worked.
Now, is that
Fuck yeah, dude.
was that the one we
Now
had?
Bumpy will be on like a 4-show hiatus now after this.
Was that the same one we had that night?
I don't know. We'll have to check. It's on a
Yeah.
beer and cheese episode. We'll have to go back and see.
Try to roll.
It was pretty similar, but this is definitely sour cream and not cream cheese. The other one was like cream cheese, so I think it's a different cheese.
You guys said French onion dip.
French onion dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the sounds of that quite a bit. Actually, that sounds good.
This is definitely close. I'm not sure if it's the exact same one or not, but it's similar.
And those lobster rolls, dude, those are good. The Red Lobster. Holy shit, those are so good.
My girlfriend is like obsessed with those things.
Oh my god, I haven't had them in a while.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, Bumpy, thank you, man. Good review. Good stuff.
Thank you. I hope somebody took care of Naked.
Yeah.
What happened?
Of Megan? Who's Megan?
Naked.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
Find a girl for you,
Oh.
Megan.
I was like, yeah.
All right. Cheers, man. Cheers.
Here's Bobby.
Welcome, Miscellaneous.
Cheers.
All right.
All right. Let's start with the beer. We're on beer number 2. So we'll say this. There's a slight malty sweetness. Very light, grassy hop note. Yeah, it's almost I'd say a slight caramel, cooked sugar type of thing. Yeah, that's not too bad. A little malty beer. I don't know. People have had this, I'm sure, plenty of times. I think actually last time I had this on beer and cheese, I paired it with the actual Fat Tire cheese.
Mm-hmm. You did. I remember that now. Yep.
I've seen
Yeah.
it before.
I feel like I almost get just a little bit of like some graininess, just a hair. It's there. Sometimes that works in the beer, you know. There's definitely there's a bready doughiness to it. But after it, like I'd let it sit and I get another nose on it. Well, before on the first one, I almost did get like a biscuity thing as well. Yeah, it's fat. What is this? Flat tire?
Flat tire.
No, Fat Tire. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Scowl. Prost.
Oh.
Light-bodied, crisp. I'd say the carbonation's a little bit on the medium side. It's not too. It's not too spritzy. Doesn't finish dry. What did I say? This 5.2. Yeah. I mean, it's good. You get a little bit of, like I said, sweet bready. There's sweet bread, caramel, almost. I guess almost like a wheat bread crusty type of thing. There's a little bit of bitterness, not too much on the tail end. and it finishes out with like a light caramel type of vibe. I wouldn't say toffee; it's not that robust, but very drinkable, palatable, crushable. All right, so we got the American cheese, people. This isn't your average day. These aren't craft singles. I got these from my job. This is from a brand called Block and Barrel. They just sell larger stuff through purveyors. It doesn't really smell like much of anything. Yeah, let's try it out.
Cheezers.
It's been sitting out for a little bit. It's starting to get sad. I mean, it's creamy, a little bit of salty. It's got a richness to it. I do like this cheese almost. I used to be a big fan of the craft single. Now that I'm older, don't like it. I just don't like it's not firm enough. This has got like a little bit of texture to where it's like you actually know that you're having cheese. It's not just like hits your palate and melts instantly. Salinity is not bad. I feel like it's now that it's been like sitting out for a little bit. I get like this slight like earthy, almost oniony type of note. Very mild though, very very mild. Yeah. So let's do the beer and cheese.
Cheezers.
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 Again.
Cheezers comes once a week.
Well, I'll tell you what. It cut the bitterness out of the beer. That little tiny bit of bitterness I was getting. Knocked that off. Brought up a little bit more sweetness. Got a little bit more of that caramel vibe. I mean, it's not bad. I'll do the beer and the cheese. I know I don't have the creme de la creme tonight, but hey, met the criteria.
Oh, you're fine, brother. It's perfect. You sure are.
It was about time somebody brought Americans.
Exactly, dude. Seriously.
You know what? If we have it off the table.
Yep.
Whatever. I mean, because I'll
that wasn't too bad either, because having the beer before the cheese actually amps the cheese up a little bit more. You get more flavor, a little more salt, creamy, rich body out of it. I'd say a lot more salinity. And like I said, there's that slight sweetness with the beer. It works like the sweet, salty. And it doesn't completely, I mean, the lingering of the cheese is good, I think, on the palate as well, instead of like washing it away with the beer. So, not bad.
Nice.
I've got no complaints.
I
off the last of my cheese.
I was gonna say I'll sit there and eat the Land O'Lakes right out of the bag. Making burgers or something. I'll just
I can never get that cheese off the fucking wrapper.
Yeah, dude. Is this the thicker kind? Is this the non-wet kind, like the?
I think that's yellow.
Like
where they're wrapped individually.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like
oh my god, damn it! I can't get and the cheese just rips before I can even get it off the plastic. I get mad.
Right. It's funny.
It's good though. That cheese is really good. That's like one of my favorites for a burger.
Oh, it seemed like the two went well though. Nice lighter, caramely kind of sweet beer with a night. You know what I mean? Like that. That sounded good, dude.
Mild,
yeah. Relax.
It's like it's very mild cheese, and it's not like super in your face, but it's like dominant enough to like compete with something like this. When you're having like the lighter beers and should have a lighter cheese. It just depends on what you're bringing. If you're gonna have a lighter beer, something more on the malty side, I'd say go with like a lighter cheddar,
right?
Something like that. That's not just gonna like totally wipe it out.
Real mild, yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's good though. I can't complain.
Awesome.
That's a poor boy charcuterie board right there. Yeah.
Love it, man. Dude, you made it look all pretty and everything. It was beautiful. Well, cool, man. Thanks, Miscellaneous. Appreciate you, man.
Cheers, bro.
In Alex's words, appreciate you, legendary Miscellaneous.
I'm good.
You guys are all legendary here. All right. Okay.
Cramping.
Oh, I hate that, dude. I get cramps all the time. Not like a woman cramps, but like
My ankle was
they.
cramping. It hurt, dude.
All right. So let's get into this beer, man. Beer, man. Spin this up. Yeah, so a sweet caramel malty bread doughiness or something. Damn it. There we go. There might be a slight, what is it, like DMS or dimethyl sulfate? Like that slight kind of sulfury thing going through it, but it's very, very, very minute. It's kind of just very, very kind of has this gassy kind of sulfur thing, but it's nice. There is a corn appearance in it in the smell and the aromas. You get that maize or corn kind of thing. Sweet malts. There is a slight lemon in this as well, as like was Bumpy was saying. There's a little like a light herbal or herbaceous kind of lemon thing going on. Yeah, not bad. Cool. We looked at it, but I'll look at it one more time with you guys. It is gold. It's clear. It's not brilliant, but it's a clear beer, and it's got some effervescence still. It's still pushing up a nice medium carbonation kind of thing, maybe medium fast. Yeah. So cheers. Let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Oh,
A little too warm, to be honest, but that's all right. Yeah, that sulfur comes through, but not so much as to where it's off-putting. But it does have that corn. The corn is really pulling in with the nice malt sweetness. Really, really, really. No, it's a real malt sweetness, kind of with that corny kind of thing. It's got a dry finish. It's not very sparkly at the moment because it's warmer. It's not as lifty as I would like it. I like that cold kind of crispness. But it does have a nice flavor profile for what it is. You know, you got to expect it. You know the style, learn the style, drink it, understand it, and that's what it is. This is definitely a cream ale. And I know the brewers from this company are actually they study a lot of the actual guy is from, I think he's from Belgium or Germany or something, but it's just kind of interesting to see what they have. They have a nice dunkel that's very good. Oh my lord, very good. So let's get into the cheese. This has softened, but it's still kind of firm. It does have some veininess, I want to say. Yeah, I guess it's veiny. It looks kind of like seaweed chunks inside of it, though. I think it's mold, though.
that's the mold.
Yeah. Yep. Because it smells moldy. It is strong. It's an Italian cheese. It was 90 days aged. 69, 3 months. Very strong. It has that moldy cave kind of smell, like a really like clay or something, or dirt with like this moldy kind of feeling to it. Ugh. It's salty smelling. It smells raunchy. Smells creamy though at the same time. Let's get a small piece. It was really wet too. Oh, it's really salty. Really, really salty. The veins of that mold really go through the cream quite well, actually. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think the saltiness really helps with that. Creaminess and the saltiness help go through all that like veiny kind of stuff. That mold is kind of nasty, but it's something that you, I guess, just have to get used to. You know, it's something that you expect in this cheese, and you taste it, and it's good. It's just like a cream ale, you know. This might I think this might work actually. Let's get a little more, because I think the saltiness, the wetness of that beer, the light lawnmower kind of thing going on is really going to wash it down like water. I have this feeling it's going to go well. I like lighter beers with stronger cheeses sometimes, or stronger or lighter cheeses with a stronger beer. No. No, I like a lighter beer with a stronger cheese because that lighter beer kind of washes, and we'll see. Let's find out. Hold on, it's mushy. It's really soft and pasty on the tongue and the palate. Ugh,
Rich, dude.
very rich. Looking for that to wash it down. It was perfect. It just took. I don't get any more corn. I just get this kind of a grain caramel. No. Let's go back. A grain, kind of a sweet malt thing going on. Those things kind of pop out more in the cream ale more than the corn. There's no more DMS kind of thing going on. There's nothing like that. It's just kind of like this straightforward, like water me down quickly kind of beer that goes over that cheese, and it's really nice. I like the washing down of the salt feel. It's very nice. It works very well. Let's get beer before cheese. I don't need much of the shit. It's strong. Nope. I like the beer before cheese better. Or cheese before beer, excuse me. I like the cheese before beer. It's much better because you just want to wash it down again. So yes, beer before cheese. All right, that's all I have for you. Very simple, to the point. So, all right, let's get back to our last thoughts and bring up East Coast Health Reviews. Cheers.
Cheers. Then we'll get more beer. Right back.
All right, so Raging Bitch IPA. It's pretty good. It's like a Belgian meets West Coast. It's not bad. I could do without that chemically pine sol aroma. But the flavor's nice. Once you start sipping on it, you get that sweet caramel malt starts to take over, and you don't really get any of that booziness that you got initially when you first start drinking the beer. For the second one, I do like it. It's nice, crisp, it's refreshing. It's definitely a decent price, 12 and change for a 6-pack of 12 ounce, 8.3% alcohol by volume beers. Definitely a bargain, I will say. I'll give it an 87. I do kind of wish I got a little bit more as far as like the IPA side. I guess you could say it's getting a little bit of like grapefruit as well. Maybe kind of like that like orange pit. So there's a little bit of that like bitterness. Definitely more on the fruity side. But yeah, I really do enjoy the aromas in beers. And I can see this one kind of being a little off-putting with that slightly chemically, chemical aroma. But overall, it's good. It's definitely worth the money. Like I said, 87. For the cheese, this is a solid cheese. I'll give this cheese like a 84. It's nothing special, but it tastes good. I like it. It's got a decent amount of flavor to it. It's definitely not super flavorful or complex in any way, but it's a solid cheese. I could see it working well with possibly like some burgers or something.
Oh yeah.
Now, the pairing, I will say the cheese worked really well with the beer, and it definitely made the beer taste better, and it made the cheese taste better. I'm gonna give the pairing like a 88. So just like a point above the beer, but definitely enhanced, and it worked out. And I'm not really sure if I've had a Belgian IPA before.
Now you have.
Yeah, now I have. We'll try new styles. And even if I have had one before in the past, it's nice learning about styles of beers and realizing, like I said, this is kind of like a Belgian beer meets West Coast IPA, which is nice.
Nice.
So, cheers, guys.
Cool. Hey, try cheers. Le Chouffe. Try the Le Chouffe one.
Dude.
That's a good Belgian IPA. It's like a green label with an elf on it.
I'll look that up.
They got all the gnomes on them.
Gnome, yeah.
Yeah, you get a 4-pack for around 14
Chimay,
bucks.
isn't it?
14. Yeah, Chimay. Yeah, Chimay.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right.
Chimay, yeah, I think it's
Not
that.
Chimay. No, it's not. It's
Right.
The shoe.
Lachute. It is Lachute. Yeah, you're right. Cool.
With
yeah,
the gnomes.
With the gnomes. Well, thank you, man. Wait, what was your overall? Real quick, I'm sorry.
88.
Oh, 88. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, man. Excellent. Cheers, Tanner. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bumpy. There you go.
All right. Skeeters are starting to find me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Damn good night for me tonight. I mean, cheese was great. I haven't even thought about scoring the cheese. It's definitely a different cheese. The glass cheese, when it reminds you of some other food, it's like tough to get past that other. Yeah, it's like sour cream and onion dip or sour cream and onion chips. That's kind of what that cheese is. Pretty well made though. It tastes like fresh chives, onions. It's got that kind of sourness to it. It's got that sharp bite to it, kind of like cheddar gets sometimes. The really sharp cheddars, even though it's not a cheddar. All cheese is made from some type of dairy, so it's within the same family. Yeah, I think I'll give the cheese itself like a 90. I think I'll give it a 92. And that speaks a lot for that cheese because I had a bad relationship with sour cream and onion from my past. So I won't get into it, but let's just say it was gag. It's definitely gag worthy. The beer from other half here, this cream ale, American cream ale from the past and present series, which was once again gifted me from FLX Beer Reviews, and fantastic cream ale. Definitely more than what you're going to get out of most generic cream ales. I do know of a few cream ales that are around my area that are pretty good as well. They're crafty cream ales, and they definitely bring out that biscuity note and stuff like that. This did that as well. And just the way that they hopped it and everything, I think the hops, that lemony and kind of orange and just citrusy type zestiness went well with that biscuit doughy breadiness that they really brought forward, which you don't find in some really, really cheap cream ales. Definitely a crafty cream ale for sure. And it just, I think it met the style, but it also went above and beyond what the style really is. I'm going to score this beer at a 46.5 out of 50, which is going to put it as an excellent beer. On Untapped, what it says on Untapped. I can just my finger thing. There we go. A 19th century American original created by ale brewers to compete with German-style lagers of the time. As we look to do throughout our past and present series, we updated our version by including Yakima Valley Laurel hops in addition to the Czech Saaz hops on a traditional base of German-grown Pilsner malt and flake corn. No cream ales are not made with cream. But on Untapped, out of 369 ratings. So it's not a lot of ratings on this one, but it only scores an average of 3.83 out of 5. Much lower, much lower than what I score this beer. And I'm basing it off kind of like the cream ale style, what I've known from drinking certain cream ales. Even crafty cream ales, and this one is right along a lot of the craftier cream ales with really biscuity flavor note, which you get a lot out of the German style lagers. You get a lot of breadiness out of those those styles. So if that's what it was competing with, then I think they did a great job. I think some people might just see this beer as being kind of like a blend ale. I think that may be something that they're kind of pushing it towards, because it does have a bit more of that kind of hoppy flavor and slight bitterness. And I think that they're probably judging it based off of something that it's not. My own opinions, my own thoughts. So, cheers. I scored it as an excellent beer, and the pairing obviously went fantastic. Fantastic if you can. If it reminds you of something that's so lovely to eat, yeah, awesome.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right, man. It's good to hear.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy. All right.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Well, we got Miscellaneous next.
All right. So, you know what? I'll start with the cheese. I didn't have the label because I literally snagged 3 slices of cheese from work because we don't buy American cheese. It's like the other stuff goes on sale. So, you know what I mean? The cheddar, sliced cheddar, all that other stuff. Decent, though. Black and Barrel. I don't think you can buy it at the store because you got to get through like big, like kitchen retail purveyors. That being said, yeah, I like it. Tastes good. I do like that it has a bit more texture to it. It's not super creamy. Like it gets some of those, like he didn't say American singles specific, but you know, you get American cheese. It's usually cut in singles. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I like it. It's good. It's American cheese. Where do you land American cheese? It's one of those things you like it or you don't. I like it. So it gets 100. That's how I feel. Like American cheese is like a staple on some sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Some people just don't like. Some people like white American. Whatever. Same
That's
thing.
what Subway has is
Just
white
dye.
American. Yeah.
All it is dye. The cheese ain't yellow like that
Right.
when they make it. I can tell you that to be true. Yeah. I like it. Anyways, for the beer, Fat Tire score. Yeah, this. I don't know. I think the last time I had it was better. I did not mention the date on this. It says enjoy by August 22nd of 02. So yeah, I don't know. It's on its way out, boys. That's for sure. Oh boy, all these guys, all these lurkers out there,
Yeah.
dirty,
There was the
dirty
beer.
lurkers. I would definitely, if you wanted to have, if somebody who, I don't know, they got rid of the well, I wasn't informed. They
Well, you
got rid
can't
of
say
the term
gay in
white
Florida
American
either.
cheese. Because my wife's dad bought some, and I saw the label, and it did still say that on there from the Publix. Anyways, yeah, this beer, it's not bad. I think it's definitely a beginner or more of a novice style beer. It is staple. You can get it everywhere. Like I said, I had a better experience last time, but I honestly feel I'm going to put this at an 80. I'm not really beer snobbing it. I think that might be higher if I did Bumpy's 50-point inspection and 80 on this. Because I do like to run it like against that. I didn't do that tonight, but this is one of those beers where I'd like somebody to like call it. You just have it and tell me what you think, and then go through that and see where you're really at. Is a different thing. And I think 80's fair, and it's being generous.
Yeah, I
That's
like what
not
you
bad.
brought.
That lands it in a decent area.
I think it's great that you brought that. I think it's good. It sounds like a good mix.
The pairing went
Yeah.
great, dude. So
Nice.
yeah, we'll go with 100 on that too.
Cool. Very good.
You can't go wrong with the American cheese slices and Fat Tire beer.
I like
Great.
American cheese, dude. I have
I
it on my
do like
Subways
it.
all the time, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who was telling me you're like, what? You don't have the block? I'm like, who buys a block of American?
I've never seen an American block.
You can buy a block of.
Oh,
American
really?
cheese.
Oh yeah, it's like this.
You don't have the. It's a big piece of cheese.
It's when you go to the deli. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You buy like
They got
a
the
slab
slicers.
of that shit.
Oh yeah, American
a
cheese.
quarter
If you get
pound?
like Land O'Lakes, what is it like?
Oh, Land O'Lakes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what $4 a pound or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or even Fred Meyer's or
That gets you this much of the block,
That's it, guys.
Kruger.
which is this
Kruger.
thick.
Right on. Miscellaneous. Thank you,
This
man.
is one of those beers too. I feel like if you have a couple, it does kind of grow on you.
Definitely, dude.
It's
Yeah.
That's why I like it. It's drinkable. It's a good casual beer. It's a good party beer that if you want to stay a while, not get too fucked up. But yeah, good stuff. Pounder beer. Look at the lacing on that son of a bitch too. It's like cream lacing. It's like
Well, I'm on my fourth one.
nice, dude. 5.2. Can't argue with that. Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Miscellaneous, man. Hell yeah. Cheers to you, bro. Yep. All right. So we got Beer Man next. All right. The beer. So this actually scored kind of in the 4 range out of 5, like on Beer Advocate. And I kind of agree. If you want to put that together, I guess that would be like, I guess a 90, 91, 92-ish. Per the style, though, I thought it was actually a pretty damn good beer. I would actually send this out to people, just if you wanted to try a cream ale. It's a simple, basic cream ale. It's not no additives, no extra stuff, no specialty, anything shit. It's just a straight up freaking American, if you want to even say American Kolsch, like they were saying, it was like a Kolsch style. But with that cream corn kind of corny kind of thing or whatever, it's just that's what you get. And it's good. It's a good drinker, good smasher, good smasher, whatever the hell, take it down Sally lawnmower kind of beer. Good stuff though. I liked it. So I'd go with 92 out of 100 on that. The cheese is like super rich, super creamy, super hardcore moldy, and just salty. And actually, it's not bad. It smells worse than it tastes. Let's put it that way. It is definitely in the lines of a blue cheese or something like that. I think it's actually a little saltier than the blue cheeses I've had. It's more on that Italian kind of salty. It'd be good with olives, stuffed olives, garlic olives, green olives, or something like that.
I think they put it in that, right?
Do they? Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah,
so. Gorgonzola.
I will tell you this, beer man.
Yeah.
The one thing I know about Gorgonzola, like I've opened fresh bags of Gorgonzola when it comes in. It is fresh, and it's still sealed, and it's not bad when you have it like that. Now that you've opened it and it's got oxidized with the air, go try it again.
Let it breathe a bit. Yeah,
it's gonna be.
I'll try it again. I'll leave it in the
that
fridge.
cheese gets funky, dude.
Cool.
Gorgonzola, I've worked with it before, and it's you'd be like, oh, is that like dirty gym clothes from like 3 weeks ago?
Oh, it's got like a funk.
It's got a funk too. And it gets stronger. Like it'll get like ammoniated. It's crazy how
I kind of like, as long as it doesn't get like bad where I'm getting sick. But like that, I don't mind the strong kind of ammoniated thing. Yeah. This particular one, being aged 3 days, I said it had kind of a cavey, earthy kind of taste to it or smell to it, more or less. The taste was a little different. But very pasty, very thick, rich, and salty. And I would give this like a 93 out of 100. I thought it was a very good cheese for what they did. It was from Boar's Head, I believe. Yeah, Boar's Head. Was it Boar's Head? Yeah.
Well, Boar's Head, you're getting credit tonight.
Yes, Boar's Head. Yeah, you're getting some credit tonight for sure. And they're all over the freaking United States. They deliver everywhere. So distro's good on that one. But yeah, 93 out of 100. Both A-class beers, I think, personally, my opinion. But together, the cheese was, I liked having the cheese, getting that nice, thick, rich thing going through yours, the salty, the nice, funky shit, everything crazy, and then taking down a nice lawnmower beer like this to kind of wash it all down. Perfect. With the nice lemon, kind of had like an herbal lemon thing too in the beer. Just this real nice like feel of, wow, you got it down, dude. With that beer, it was so nice. It was just felt refreshing and good and awesome. I would give this a 96 out of 100. Perfect pairing. I wouldn't say 100 yet. I want to try some more stuff. I want to see what I can find. I want to try some other cream ales as well, even some specialty cream ales or some with added stuff in it, some fruit, exactly, something like that, or something a little more flavorful would be nice instead of that base cream ale kind of style. But 96 for sure on the pairing. So, all right, so let's get to the main panel. And we are good. Sweet. So go shout yourself, shout others, do your thing, man. Heck yeah. It's your time.
All right. So Wednesday, we're going to be reviewing the Brewery Oscar Blues. Grab an Oscar Blues beer. And come on the panel and rate the beer that you're bringing. And we'll pull up the website. And then we'll go over pricing, availability, distribution, all that good stuff that goes into the brewery. Food, possibly like if they have pictures, which is always nice to actually see what the brewery actually looks like. And then each of the panel members will rate the brewery, and we'll average that out. And that'll be a rating for the show. Saturday, do my Rate That Beer, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I didn't say my show tomorrow is 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I always do that. I always forget to say the time for the first thing. But yeah, the brewery review is going to be 9 p.m. tomorrow. Rate That Beer is Saturday, 8 p.m. Open panel, live beer community beer reviews. I'll shout out Josh. Shout out to Josh. He does his beer bowl discussions. He's getting back into it, which is nice. I was on there last week with him. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Starts off the show with a beer review with his bowl, his beer bowl, which is a glassware. Does a beer review, and then he opens the panel up and talks about different beer topics and news and stuff like that. It's always a great time. It's always nice doing beer reviews, but it's always nice to kind of just hop on a panel and shoot the shit and talk about beer rather than sitting here and reviewing them. I love doing both, but if you guys are into a show where people are discussing beer news and beer topics, go check that out as well. And also, I'd just like to say, I think it was pretty badass that none of us said anything to each other, but we hit all the key points of the choices tonight. I had a Belgian IPA with Colby Jack. Bumpy had cream ale and a G cheese. Miscellaneous had the American and the amber ale, and Beerman had the cream ale with the G cheese too, right?
Yeah.
So we hit all the
crazy minds here.
We hit all the marks tonight without even trying, without even discussing.
Cream ales go with G cheeses.
And G strings.
Once you hit that G spot, hit the cream ale.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, Tanner. Hell yeah, dude.
Cheers, guys. On that note, cheers.
G spots and
On
G
the ground
strings.
note.
G spots and cream ales.
Cream ales. And G's. Those.
Yeah, I mean,
And
first
Jesus.
off, I definitely have to shout out FLX Beer Review. Great group of guys. They're a team for the most part. It is Dan and Mike. Every now and then you will see Mike's other half join up on the show. But this was one of the beers that they sent me in a beer mail package from Other Half Brewing Company. The past and present American cream ale. Fantastic beer. So I appreciate them for sending me that beer package and allowing me to experience that tonight with this cheese that I did. It was so phenomenal. The combination. This is like that. Okay, you've got to do it. If you guys can get out there, even if you can't find a cream ale or that cream ale, if you know of a beer that is just super biscuity and like doughy breadiness, try that. Try the double gluster. I think it's I don't even have it out here. Put it back inside. It's from Ford Farm. It's out of the UK. Double gluster cheese, and it's onion and chive. Yeah, it just goes so well together. So well with a very biscuity and doughy beer. So 50-point inspection videos. I put them out on Wednesdays and Fridays. So check those out. Those are just my beer reviews or inspections, whatever you want to call them. It's just me drinking beer, coming up with what I'm getting the aromas and the flavors out of. They may not be absolutely accurate based off of what other people might interpret the aromas and flavors to be, but it's basically what I think I'm getting, and whether or not I like it. And everybody's palate's different, so just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you're not going to like it, and just because I like something doesn't mean that you're going to like it. But if you do like what I'm saying about a beer, hey, why not give it a shot if you can get your hands on it?
Trust
so is basically what the 50-point inspections are. It's just another beer review, but it's just done to a different style of scoring. So some interesting ones coming up this week. Yes, one of them is a beer from FLX. So check that out, please. And my live show. Got a live show I do on Monday nights. This show right now that I have running is called New Brew. Starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Bumpy Road Brews, which is my channel. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. It's a 3-part show. It is bring your beer, show your beer, whatever new brew it is, go through the whole aroma tasting thing, basically review it. And then we'll have a little general chit chat going on. And then there will be a question and answer portion of the show for the panel. So everybody's welcome to throw out a question, whether you're there in the chat or if you're part of the panel or myself. So yeah, if you are watching along and you just have a question that comes up and you want to throw it out. It may become part of the show. Yeah, appreciate everybody that does stop by, watch the show, and participates as well as in the panel and everything. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. Cheers.
Cool. Cheers, man.
Oh, I will say this. One more thing. I have another show that I was doing called Multi Monday. And every now and then, there's a few that we missed that we just couldn't get. They didn't come out before I ended Multi Monday. But if there is a beer that you can find that falls within something that we have missed that we're looking for, I'm looking for the English mild ale right now. So if you guys can find an English mild, whether it's a dark mild or whatnot, as long as it is an English mild, and you can find it, bring it, and we'll try to set up a Multi Monday for the English mild.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Heck yeah, dude. Cheers. Cheers, Bumpy. Thank you, man.
Cheers,
I'm
man.
trying, man. I don't know if I can get that one.
I think I can. Yeah. All right, Miscellaneous. What you got, brother?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Last Thursday I didn't do a show. I'm off for the next 2 days. I might go live. I might play some video games or something. I actually do have a big beer in the fridge that I think I might review maybe Thursday. Yeah, probably 8. Maybe the usual scheduled time, I guess, would be the best time. Yeah. Like I said, I've just been cutting back on the beer tube. So I'll try and meet everybody to get to everybody's shows that I can if I can meet the criteria. But yeah, I think an imperial barrel aged imperial stout from Imprint. I'd be interested to look at because I've had some of their smoothie sour style products, but never any IP. Actually, did have an Imprint IPA with Dancing Gnome. It was really good.
Nice.
But yeah, it'll be their first dark beer to try from them, and it's a barrel aged big one, so it's like make or break it. You're gonna find out if they're doing it or if they're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I had the Drecker stout, and I was kind of like,
Bottle?
man, the milk stout. Yeah, it is a bottle.
Bottle, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bigger one.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was spendy. It was like $30 bottle.
Holy my hell. Yep, that's big. Better taste good. Yeah, cool, man.
I just saw it and I just like hit all the. I don't know. It sounded good. You'll find out Thursday at 8 if I remember, and I'm sober enough.
Cool, man. Cheers, Miscellaneous. Thank you, brother. All right, man.
Cheers, dude.
Finroo. Heck yeah, dude. I like Finroo. He's cool.
Can you send me one? Can you brew one and send me one? Finroo.
Yeah.
That shit is. They do not got that. I've been everywhere. They do not. They just don't have that style here where I'm at.
Well, I think I might be able to find one, actually. I got to look again. All right. So we'll start with Wednesday for tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you, panel guys. Thank you. East Coast Arc Reviews, Bumpy Road Breweries, Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. We will definitely say thank you again before we close. But so we're going to go with Spaceballs tomorrow. We got a Spaceballs theme tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and get this banner out of here. But yes,
Damn.
So if you can find anything that is reference to Space or Space Odyssey or anything funny in the actual movie, they had like dick ties and balls. They had like huge ball helmets. They were like, I don't know. It was just a funny, like, you guys have seen it. If you haven't, then
I wish I could find a Schwartz beer.
A Schwartz beer. Yeah, exactly, dude. May the Schwartz be with you.
For real, that's a real thing.
All right, so it's 6:00 tomorrow. We'll be doing that. Yes. So tomorrow, or next Tuesday, 8:00 Eastern, will be this. Czech Lager, Sweet Stout, any specialty style. That can be anything. Rye, IPA, golden, whatever the hell, as long as it has some adjuncts in it. It's
hard aged
special. Yeah, cheese curds, Havarti, any hard aged cheese. So a hard cheese that's been aged. Find something like that.
Oh boy.
And bring that to the table. A little that might Havarti is a decently priced cheese. It's not too terrible.
No. They make a lot of different kinds of Havartis.
Yeah.
Too. It's good. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. It's good if you know what you're doing with it. So
we'll do that at 8:00 Eastern. I do have a couple videos I need to edit, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Brewing, I'll give you a little brewery update. I'm waiting. I got to purchase a couple more kettles. I'm having issues with my kettles leaking and stuff, so I am on the crunch time with that and having to break down and just kind of do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other things. We'll see how that goes. I really want to brew, dude. I really, really want to brew. So it'll
You get
cut
more
my money in
bike?
half. What's that? Yeah,
You
I'm
get
gonna.
more-
I'm gonna go with the
Getting the whole rig, huh?
whole rig. I'm very impressed with what I have here. So credit talks. You know, it's not my money. But yeah, we'll do that. But two people I wanted to share out, and he's here with us now, is Finru Homebrewing. Check him out, man. His last thing, he had a fish emulsion thing going on there, fermenting. His records was awesome. I loved looking at what you showed, bro. I like looking at your videos at night before I go to bed. I'm kind of like, checking them out, and I'm buzzed and I'm feeling good, and I'm trying to get everyone taken care of. And you're just one of those guys that always comes up. So I really love watching your shows and your videos. And so go check him out if you haven't already. I believe Marty's your name, right? Or Mart? Yeah. Cheers, Mart. And then we got Dickie's Beer Reviews is another one. Dickie is actually his name. Or Dick or however the
Richard.
fuck I want to call it. Richard. But Dickie's a great guy. Check out his channel if you haven't already. Shared it out quite a few times in the past, and just a very genuine fella. So yeah, and he plays music. He does stuff like that as well. He goes on his bike, his e-bike, and does a bunch of other stuff there with his wife as well. So it's kind of fun. It's fun to watch him. So, all right. I wanted to shout out, hey, thanks, guys, again. I said it already, but thank you, East Coast LQ Reviews, Bumpy Road Brews, and Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Thank you so much for being here, as always. And the chat, we had Finru Home Brewing. You are very welcome.
Yeah, I see that now. Yeah, I see that. I clicked the
we had Naked Dash HD here, but I banned that fucker. And then we had last beer. Here. We had Josh. Let's see, Mark A, Cabaco Carlos, Middle Fruit, Paul. What's up?
Legendary Dio.
Yeah. John O'Neilly showed up. Cheers to you. Square
Stop
Table
working and
Degenerates.
come hang out.
Yes, please. Joey with Square Table Degenerates. Cheers to you, brother. Cheryl Crawford, can't miss her. She's always here, man. Great person, great supporter, as all you guys are. G'day was here and took off, but he was here, and it's always good to see him as well. Commerce Aussie, Moose Gal's Corner, Ridgeopolis, Blue Ice, another one to check out. All these guys check out. Good group of people here in the chat. So cheers to you guys. Let me get my last little thing here going, and then we'll do our last thing. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful world. We are out of here, but not after one more sip. Cheers.
Cheerios.
Mm-hmm.